Hi there, crafty crafters. This is Pam, Pam's Paper Place, and we're continuing on with the next part, making this butterfly easy one signature journal using Elsie Bell's bookshelf, her digital images, Catch a Butterfly. So we completed this. I think it cut it off, excuse me, as I was doing this, all I did was take one of the circles, ink around it, punched the hole, put a reinforcer on the back, and then threaded some trim, and then I just glued it down, left a little bit open here, so if you wanted to, you could tuck something there too. So we completed that, and I'm following along with a journal that I previously made. So on the next page, this is where I used another digital kit, and it's Butterfly Grotto for this envelope, and you don't have to use that if you don't have it. You can just get a different envelope and decorate it with some of the elements from the kit. And then I also use these pieces from Catch a Butterfly DigiKit. And we are going to ink these up because these will be put on the envelope like this. I'll make a little pocket here. And then I attach the envelope here. But I think, I think what I had made with the other ones is, I did a decorated paper clip, so we'll do that. And for that, we'll use two of these pieces here. These little flag elements on thicker paper. And then we'll make a little altered paper clip. So what we're going to do is take this is from the Butterfly Grotto. A lot of Ellie's kits are interchangeable. Fold that up a little. Such a pretty envelope. Like so. And then we'll just glue it. Glue it down. I don't think it really matters which side is up, just whatever you choose for the opening flap. And then you can ink it more if you like. I'll do that later for time's sake. And then here, we're going to add this little pocket. Oops, I didn't do that very well, did I? I didn't fold that right. So let's take this little pocket, this little element, make it into a pocket. And we'll just go down the three sides. I'll add that there. And then we're going to back this on coffee dyed paper and then add some little eyelash trim or whatever trim you'd like. All right, I backed this tag on coffee dyed paper. And then you can ink it up, punch your hole. Sometimes I'll just add the hole reinforcer just to the back. I'm not going to put anything really heavy through the hole. As for the tag, I'll just use some of this real pretty eyelash trim. I may have made it a little too long. We could trim it. Then we'll just put that through here. Yeah, that's kind of long. So let's trim her up. There we go. We have our real pretty little tag. We'll put it in the pocket. And then I'm going to make a altered paper clip to hold this envelope down. And all I'm going to do is, I think I'll put the larger to the inside, like that. Then I'll get my hot glue, and that's all you have to do is glue that in. Or I use hot glue, I just think it holds better, but if you don't have that, use a really good glue, and then I'll ink around that. So I'm just gonna hot glue this all in. Okay, I just hot glued that together. You can ink around it, and if you need to trim it up a little bit, you can do that. And then ink it again. So, and just ink it again. Oops, I glue all over me. And then you have your little altered paper clip. And I was putting it this way, but then the paper clip was kind of getting caught in there. So I think I'll be putting them on this way. And that brings in some of this teal color. So we have that. And then on this side, I took, to make a real narrow little belly band, I took this piece, because we're going to be doing this little narrow belly band, and then we're going to take this, glue it to some coffee dyed paper, and then use this envelope. So you can get those things ready also, and they just go right in here. And we're also going to take the other strip of this, and we're going to add it here, and then add these buttons. So, oops. So I cut these out, and then I use a little decorative scissors if you have it. Which one? I'm going to use this one. It's a little Fiskars mini pinking shears. Oops. So I have a couple of these. Then I will just go along the edges. I could have used a bigger one too. And then you'll just ink that once you're done. And if you don't have pink ink, these decorative scissors, it's not necessary. But if you have them, oops, you might as well use them. So I don't know how well I did that. Not so well. I just had a couple cups of coffee, so that doesn't help. Okay, you know what? It's like lace, so it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not for perfect. But we want it well done, just not perfect. We want quality, not perfection. Because nothing is perfect, right? Okay. So we can put this down here wherever you think on the two ends. And somebody asked about if I had a video on my coffee dyeing, and I don't know if I can get my husband to film me. He's not the best photographer. So I was cutting my head off or something, but or if I could set something up to show how I do it, I'll try to work on that once. Excuse me, sorry, this is completed. And then here, let's glue that. And we're going to glue the whole thing down. To the edge here, and then add our little buttons. The ones I used were this one, this blue one, and this one from the kit. And then all I did is ink. They're so cute, and you could make more and add them other places in your journal, of course. You could keep on embellishing. You could reprint more of the butterflies that are in the kit and add them everywhere. It's up to you. There's so many elements you could just design in so many different ways. Get that one. And I think I did the blue one. About there. Okay, where's, oh, there it is. Then my last one. So I think that's cute. And then here we're going to add this that I coffee dyed. And then we're going to get this envelope. I may come back and ink more. This little envelope that's in the kit. And then that will go there. Then next, we're going to take this doily, this library card, and, excuse me, this little piece here. And this is what we're going to do here. We're going to have a top tuck here. We're going to have this library card that I stitched around and put coffee dyed paper on the back, and then some little element if you have it. And then here we're going to glue this so that this will tuck. Let me put it down. All right. Just a little tuck there. Okay, so that's our next project. We will ink our little doily. So pretty. Sometimes if you kind of go like that, it makes little, like little ruffles. And then get the right side, and we're just going to go glue at the top. Here. And then we will ink this, and then we will also glue it to our coffee dyed paper. And then we'll add, if we have a little trim, I have to find something. I could also just add, excuse me, this little vine. Might be pretty here. I could do that. I'll see if I don't know that I have more of this, so if I have it, I'll use it. Otherwise, I'll use the vine. I did find this little rosette trim. Thought that was pretty. It's a really light, it's got some little rosebuddy colors like that pink, and it was this Merchant 41 decorative trim, white, pink, green. I got it at Hobby Lobby, I believe. Yep, Hobby Lobby. So it's just a real light white and pink and green. Pretty little shabby trim there. And then I coffee dyed the back. Oh, I didn't do my stitching. I'll do that stitching. And then we're going to put this here. Let's see. And then we will just glue it like this so that it will tuck. So I want to just glue on the back of, I think, these two flowers. And the stem. But not all the stem. I think like that should do it. And sometimes I'll just put a little piece of plastic. Well, there, that's good. That part's open here. So how was I going to do that? Yeah, just to give it a little extra tuck there. So that's that page. Then the next, and then I do have all my trims. We'll do that later, that I hot glued on. We'll do that last. So then here, after this page, this we're gonna do this little butterfly, really pretty butterfly, sewn on some fabric with some eyelash trim. Look, my lighting is a little dark. It's kind of dreary today. So to do that, we're going to get a piece of fabric. Is this long enough? I do have it a little longer here, so I might look for a longer piece, and then we're just going to rip it, and then I place my eyelash trim here. Get the butterflies from the kit. I can pick them up. And then when I sew, I put this under here, and then I just zigzag as I'm sewing. I place these here. I gotta ink these yet. And I just do a small zigzag to catch the eyelash trim, and then I put this over. So as you can see, that's all I do. And then I hot glue this piece of fabric on afterwards, or you can glue it with Fabri-Tac. So I don't actually glue it to that page. I mean, I'll actually sew it to the page. You could if you wanted to. This is so pretty. I wonder if I just want to use this. I think I do, because that's pretty. It can be wider. I'm going to sew that down and then just hot glue the actual fabric to the page. There we go. I love it. It's got a little tail here. And if you didn't have a sewing machine, I think you could just glue that with a Fabri-Tac or a good strong glue. I love it. I love adding eyelash trim in with different things. Okay, now on to the next, which is this one. You have a little booklet, and then you have these tabs here. And these were a thicker paper that we printed out. We'll be cutting these two to make these little tabs here. So let's just get these tabs going for our little booklet to go into. We'll ink that up. And we have this one. And then you can cut out all these little flowers and add them to your journal too. Inking here. And we'll do the other one. Then you're going to be using this little circle. I used it with the light blue flower. And then we're going to punch our hole. Put our reinforcement in the back. Like so. And we're going to thread something through like this. Put that onto our little booklet. Just add some papers. And you can just use whatever size booklet you want. This one is 7 by 5. Folded in half, inked, and then just sewed some papers. So that's what we're going to do. And then that tucks in like that. So that's our next thing. So we're going to just glue the tops of these tabs. For our little invisible tucks. on the bottom here so that we can place our booklet in there. Very good. Okay, then I'm going to cut from here my little booklet. Okay, what I did was I just picked my paper, folded it in half, then I had this lined paper from the kit, sewed that down the middle, and then I took this, found some trim. We're just going to knot that and then add that as a pretty little element to your booklet. And then I just glued it right here. Just glued it down like that. I don't know how many more minutes we have. I'll put that in there. And you know, I think I'm going to glue this down a little farther here so that it will hold this in place better. Yeah, and I might do the same here. Just glue it a little farther in. And that will tuck nicely. Yeah, that will tuck better there. I'll let that glue dry. And then we're on to this right here. And we already did that, I believe. Yes, we did this little here. So now we just need to add the little tag. So add that, back it with your coffee dyed paper. And then I just put, you know, you could put whatever you wanted, a little trim there. I guess I didn't need that because I added that, but that's the next thing, and we're going to tuck that in there. And that'll probably be it for today. I think I'm running out of time again. Let's see, did I sew around this one? No, I didn't. So I'm just going to, oops, glue all the way to the edges on this. Put it on my coffee dyed paper. Cut it out. Add my top. I could even add some of this pretty trim. I'm not sure. But that'll be it for today, because then we just go back, fill a pocket or two with our tags, and then we will add our trims to the edges that we have here. We have a lace trim here we'll add. Then we have this eyelash trim on a ribbon. And then a couple tags yet, and then this trim here. And then we will have completed our journal. So we got one more part. Thanks for joining me today. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you would subscribe, and if you would like to leave a comment or question. Have a great day. Bye.